Hello, it's Mr. Smith here, and here's a video for Meadows Primary, and it's all about Treasure Island. So what we're going to try and do is to go round the island the whole way and then get back to the red line. So we're exploring around the island. And I've put a timer in, so we're going to have a little look at how the timer works. There's also a bug in the program, which means it's not working properly. So as I start the program and move round, see if you can spot the bug and then maybe tell your teacher or a family member, and then I'll show you at the end how to get rid of the bug. So I'm clicking on the green flag. This is the tablet version, so it works by touching the screen. So I'm clicking on the green flag. I'm ready to go. And it says well done. Now that's actually my fault because I didn't click on the screen quickly enough. So what I might do, or get you to do in your version, is move the red line a bit further away from the boat. So let's just have a little go. There we are. Now if you hit the green, it'll say you've crashed, and we'll look at that code a bit later. But we're whizzing round, nearly at the line, and then you can see it stops 19 seconds. So perhaps think about how you could change the speed of the boat or the difficulty of the game. So obviously you'd want to beat 19, so maybe you could cut the corners a bit more, or you could make the boat go faster, and that'll be up to you. So I'm just going to show you the basics, and then you can make the game your own. You can change the shape of the island, you can change the shape of the size of the boat, you can change the speed of the boat. So let's just have a little look. So first of all, I'm just going to recap on this little bit. I made a video last week that you can watch, but I'm just going to tell you about it again. So basically what happens is the boat will point towards where your finger is on the screen, towards the mouse pointer. So that should mean that you can use a desktop or a laptop too, because it says mouse pointer. And then if touching the green, that's the island, it'll say your ship is wrecked. So all I've done this time is I've gone into the background. So I clicked on the right hand side and I went to background, and I chose the right background there, and then I chose a pen, and then I chose red and I drew a line. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of that line because I don't want two lines. But I did suggest that you might want to move the line further back from that corner so that the boat doesn't touch it as easily before it sets off. So let's look at the code. Notice the code doesn't come up because I'm clicked on the background. I've got to click on the sailboat. So I'm just going to slot that in there. And then it says, well done, because you'd reached the red line. And then it stops all. It stops the timer and the boat. So it stops the game, basically. And then this, I'm just zoom in a little bit. This is the control from the timer. Now what I'm actually going to do, because that's quite complicated, I'm going to get rid of that. Just drag it to the left. And I'm even going to get rid of the timer variable. So there's no timer on there. So you can follow this, pause it, and then you can create it yourself. So we want a new variable, make a variable. So I want it to be the timer for the boat. So you could put boat timer, because you might decide to put another timer in about people moving around the island, but this is all about the boat. So I went to variables. For some reason it didn't save. Boat timer. And then for this sprite only, I only want it for the boat. That's why I didn't save. I want to go to OK. So we want this to start at the beginning. So when I click the green flag. So when I click the green flag, and I love the logic of this, it sets the boat timer to 0. And then what we want to do is we want to increase the time by 1 every second. Now if we just put that in there, if we click on the green flag, it should end up just stopping at 1. Let's just make it full screen. There we go. Because we haven't got a loop in there, so we need a loop. Now rather than looping just 10 times, we want that to go on forever, because we might be very slow and it might take 36 seconds or whatever. Now let's just try that. Now this will cause a bug, but it's a fun bug. Can you see the number change? It changes instantaneously, so it goes up to 4 billion. So we don't want that. So what we've got to do is we're going to have to put a wait in. And that's under events. You will get used to, sorry, it's under control. So even though I've been doing this a long time, I still sometimes forget, so I still have to scroll. So every 1 second, we're going to change the timer by 1. There we go. Okay. So that's lovely. And we're just going to, as I promised, I'm just going to help you with that bug, because if you watch, it actually changes before I can actually make the boat move, and I'll show you why that is. Let me show you again. It changes to 1 because I've put a wait in here. I've actually put wait 2 before the boat can move. So what I need to do to make it fair so that you don't get penalised, I need to get it to wait 2 seconds before the timer starts. And can you just see there that that matches with that? So let's do one final check. And we're off. If I can click in the right place, we're off anyway. There we go. We're off. Now, you can make it go faster. So to beat the original number of seconds, I think it said 19, I could change the speed of the boat. So I could double the speed of the boat. Can you see? Move forward 4 steps each time. So this might be too difficult for me, but I can try it. Oh my goodness, it is tricky. So I wrecked. But can you see it's 8 seconds there? So that was good. So have fun, and I'd love to see some of your work that you do. So thanks for watching.